Many people think they are very good at thinking, but in reality, very few people excel at it. Knowing how to think clearly and efficiently is an important skill that differentiates people, as they are always looking to improve and show that they are committed to growing as individuals. How many people do you know who can think clearly and solve problems consistently and quickly? When we look around us, how many people do we see moving forward in their lives, dealing with challenges with strength and persistence? These inspiring people show us how a clear, focused mind can lead to success and personal satisfaction. They not only face obstacles with courage, but they also learn from their experiences, adapting and developing along the way. Let's explore this concept of having a clear mind in more depth and how it goes beyond simple intelligence or knowledge. Imagine that we are sailing in an ocean of possibilities, where each challenge is a wave that can push us away or push us towards our goals. Having a clear mind is like having a strong, sure rudder that guides you through the tumultuous waters of life. It's not just about having the right answer to every question or accumulating knowledge. It's also about how we effectively face challenges and find creative solutions to the problems that come our way. It's as if we are equipped with a set of mental tools that allow us to dismantle the most intricate enigmas and build bridges over the abysses we encounter. This ability to think clearly and logically is like a bright light that guides us through the darkness of uncertainty. It allows us to analyze each situation calmly and objectively, separating facts from emotions and finding the best way forward. It's as if we were putting together a complex puzzle, placing each piece in the right place until the final image reveals itself before our eyes. With a clear mind, we are able to face life's complexities with confidence and determination. It's as if we are navigating among the sharp reefs, deftly dodging the traps that threaten to stop us. No matter how challenging the journey, we are confident in our ability to overcome any obstacle that comes our way. Furthermore, this mental clarity empowers us to pursue our most ambitious goals and dreams with unwavering determination. It is as if we are looking at the distant horizon and clearly seeing the destination we want to reach. Every step we take is a step towards that goal, driven by the conviction that we are capable of turning our visions into reality. Having a clear mind is like having an internal compass that guides us through the storms of life. It allows us to confidently navigate the turbulent seas of the unknown, knowing that we are the masters of our own destiny and the architects of our own triumphs. On the other hand, how many people do you see stuck in a rut, facing the same challenges year after year? From simple things like losing weight and staying in shape, to more complicated issues like achieving financial stability, advancing your career, improving interpersonal relationships, and dealing with daily stress and mental health. How many people do you know who have difficulty overcoming procrastination, overcoming their fear of public speaking, or resisting the temptations that come their way? It is common to find people who feel trapped in debt, desperately trying to get out of this difficult situation. Faced with these challenges, it is clear how important it is to think clearly. Clear thinking is directly linked to the ability to solve problems effectively. The key to efficient thinking is keeping a clear and focused mind. As human beings, we have the ability to reason rationally. It is crucial to act rationally and thoughtfully in all areas of our lives, always seeking to reach our maximum potential. By adopting a rational and wise approach to challenges, we can face obstacles with more confidence and determination, moving towards our goals with a clearer purpose. Clear thinking begins when everything is easy to understand. When it is expressed simply and directly, it can explain an idea logically. A clear thought can be explained simply. For example, if you turn on the tap, water comes out. Clear thinking leads to direct and intentional action, where you know what to do and why you are doing it. As in the example, if you turn on the tap, water comes out, and this tells you what you should do when you are thirsty. And when we do something clearly, we can clearly see what happens in return. When you turn the tap to see if the water comes out, it's like testing an idea. If water gushes out, it's a sign that your guess was correct. But if nothing happens, it indicates that something was wrong in your thinking. This simple action of turning on the tap and observing the result teaches us something valuable about how the world works. Our thinking is constantly challenged by reality, and this is how we learn and grow. Each time our expectations are confirmed or denied, we gain new insight into how things work. If we discover that we were wrong, that is not a defeat. It's an opportunity to learn and improve. After all, it is through these errors and corrections that we refine our thinking and problem-solving skills. The more you learn about the world around you, the more prepared you will be to face the challenges that come your way. Each experience, whether successful or not, contributes to your personal growth and improves your ability to solve problems effectively. So stay curious, be open to new experiences, and never be afraid to question your own ideas. This is how you become more adept at navigating life's complexities. Marcus Aurelius was an influential leader who ruled Rome for many years. He is known for being a model of leadership and for his ability to think clearly. He developed a clear mind by practicing a philosophy called Stoicism and adopting certain habits that we will explain in this video. Marcus Aurelius used to write to himself, recording his thoughts to remember the principles of Stoicism and improve his actions in pursuit of virtue. These thoughts were compiled into a book called Meditations, where he organized his reflections on how his thoughts influence his actions, how his actions have consequences, and how these consequences shape his destiny. And if you want to think clearly and improve your ability to solve your own problems and achieve success in life, keep watching this video until the end and learn how to do the same. Now, let's explore the teachings. Organize your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius achieved greatness not only through his actions, but also by being a profound thinker. The key to his intellectual ability was the clarity of his thinking. To follow the example left by Marco Aurelio, it is essential to simplify your thoughts. This means making them clearer, eliminating the confusion that arises when multiple ideas compete for space in your mind. Imagine your mind as a room full of objects. The more things you accumulate, the harder it becomes to find what really matters. When you're faced with a decision, having multiple options may seem advantageous, but it often results in confusion and indecision. It's like trying to find a book in a cluttered library. If you don't know where to look, you end up wasting time and energy. Likewise, if your mind is full of conflicting thoughts, your actions will be equally disordered. Let's expand further on this metaphor of mental clarity and how it guides us to assertive action. Imagine your mind as a wide, open path, free from obstacles that could divert its course. It's as if we are driving along a road without sharp turns or confusing traffic signs, allowing us to move forward with determination towards our goals. When our thoughts are clear and unobstructed, it is as if we are looking through a clean, transparent window. We can clearly see the horizon before us, identifying the opportunities that present themselves and the challenges we face. This clarity empowers us to make decisions with confidence and determination, knowing we are taking the best course of action available to us. Furthermore, mental clarity not only helps us solve problems effectively, but also allows us to see the world around us with a deeper understanding. It's as if we are wearing magnifying glasses that allow us to see the subtle details and nuances of life that would otherwise go unnoticed. This allows us to appreciate the beauty of the world and better understand how things around us work. Following the example of Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, and cultivating mental clarity puts us in a stronger position to face life's challenges with serenity and effectiveness. It's as if we are strengthening our mental muscles, preparing ourselves to deal with any obstacle that may come our way. Instead of feeling lost in the darkness of uncertainty, we open a window of light that illuminates the path in front of us, showing us the way clearly and clearly. Let's create a story about Caio and Jefferson, who are two very good confectioners. They both have a dream: to open their own candy stores. Caio has worked as a pastry chef for 5 years and already has a very clear plan. He wants to make personalized cakes for people who want to order. He decided that he will accept orders up to 5 days before delivery and will promote his business using social media and WhatsApp. This is a well-thought-out plan with a logical strategy behind it. Caio's clarity of thought helps him make quick decisions and execute his plan effectively. So Caio makes a list of the different types of cakes he can make, calculates the costs of each one, and decides the prices based on the profit he wants to make. When he starts promoting his cakes, he will soon see whether or not his idea will work in practice. By finding out whether his plan is successful or not, he will learn more about how things work in the real world. This will help you solve problems in your candy store more efficiently and become a successful entrepreneur. Let's tell you about Jefferson, another experienced confectioner. He is having difficulty deciding which products to offer in his bakery. He is thinking about making pies, simple cakes, party cakes, sweets, and even savory options. This indecision is preventing Jefferson from making firm decisions, such as deciding which products to offer, how to promote and sell, how to set prices, and many other important details to turn his dream into reality. If Jefferson can't sort out this mess in his mind, his dream of opening a bakery could fail before it even begins. These examples show how having clear and organized thoughts is crucial to achieving success in life. When we can express our ideas clearly and logically, we are able to better understand our options and make more accurate decisions, which helps us progress and achieve our goals. Let's explore in more depth how Marcus Aurelius dealt with the financial crisis during his tenure as emperor. Imagine that we are watching this historic scene as if it were a movie where every detail reveals the determination and wisdom of the Stoic leader. When the financial crisis threatened the stability of the empire, Marcus Aurelius did not panic or act impulsively. Instead, he adopted a calm and reflective stance, like a general carefully studying the battlefield before plotting his strategy. He dove deep into analyzing the root causes of the problem, examining every aspect of the situation with a clear and focused mind. While others might have been distracted by chaos and uncertainty, Marcus Aurelius saw beyond surface appearances and understood the underlying complexities of the crisis. He was not content with quick, superficial solutions. Instead, he sought to fully understand the challenges he faced to formulate long-term strategies. It's as if we are watching a skilled strategist move pieces on a chessboard, anticipating each move and planning his move with precision and care. Marcus Aurelius implemented gradual, well-thought-out reforms designed to stabilize the empire's economy over the long term. Each decision was like a stone thrown into a lake, creating ripples that spread and influenced the entire economic system. By facing the crisis with serenity and determination, Marcus Aurelius demonstrated not only his leadership capacity, but also his deep understanding of Stoic principles. He teaches us that a clear and focused mind is a powerful weapon, capable of overcoming even the most formidable challenges. It is as if we are witnessing not just an emperor, but a true philosopher king, whose wisdom and insight guided the empire through the storms of adversity. These actions, although they required time and patience, ended up bearing fruit. The empire's economy recovered, and the people's confidence in Marcus Aurelius's leadership was reinforced. His measured approach and ability to keep a clear mind under pressure were crucial in overcoming the crisis and ensuring the well-being of his people. What we can learn from this experience is the value of cultivating a clear and focused mind, especially in difficult times. Having clear thoughts empowers us to make smart, strategic decisions, even when we face considerable challenges. By simplifying our ideas and reasoning, we can transform our thoughts into effective actions, paving the way for success and personal growth. Having an unbiased view of things is like wearing clear glasses that allow us to see with clarity and discernment. Imagine looking at the world through a clean window, without taints of preconceived opinions or emotional filters distorting reality. This is what it means to have mental clarity, seeing things as they really are, without the distortion of emotions. When Marco Aurelio encourages us to observe events impartially, he invites us to adopt a neutral stance, where our emotions or prejudices do not interfere. It's as if we were watching a movie, observing the events without getting emotionally carried away by the plot. As we practice this objectivity, we begin to realize that many of the disturbances we feel are not in the events themselves, but rather in the way we interpret them. For example, if someone criticizes us, we can choose to see it as an opportunity for growth and learning rather than a personal offense. This ability to change our perception is powerful because it gives us control over how we feel about external circumstances. Instead of being passive victims of situations, we can become the masters of our own interpretation, choosing to see the positive side, even in the most challenging situations. Let's explore more deeply this idea of how our thoughts influence our emotions and the way we perceive the world around us. Imagine we are diving into the depths of our own mind, exploring the intricacies of our thoughts and beliefs. Our thoughts have the power to shape our reality, like a craftsman who sculpts a masterpiece from a simple block of clay. It's as if we are wearing colored glasses that filter and distort our perception of reality. When we are able to recognize that our opinions and beliefs are what really disturb our mind, we open the doors to change and personal growth. The problem does not lie in external events, such as an annoying person or an unpleasant situation, but in the way we interpret and react to these events. It's as if we are looking at the world through a distorted lens, where every experience is filtered through our own beliefs and prejudices. It's important to realize that we are the architects of our own reality, shaping it with every thought and feeling we choose to nurture. When someone irritates us, it is not the person themselves that is causing the irritation, but rather the way we interpret their actions and words. It's as if we are giving power to our own perceptions, allowing them to affect us deeply. Our opinions are like the flames of a bonfire, fueling the negative feelings that burn within us. It is our response to these opinions that decides whether we will be hurt or not. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that this understanding is crucial, as it allows us to regain control over our own minds. By recognizing that we are the masters of our own thoughts, we can shape our own lives the way we desire. It is as if we are taking the helm of a ship, navigating through the tumultuous waters of life with serenity and confidence. Only when we understand the power of our own thoughts can we truly assert our mastery over our lives and destiny. Taking control of our emotions and reactions is like being the captain of a ship, navigating the waters of life. When someone says something that hurts us, it's like a strong wave hitting our boat. We can let this wave sink us or use our navigation skills to ride over it. If someone criticizes or insults us, we can choose to believe those words and let them hurt us. Or we may see these words as just someone else's opinions, without giving them much importance. Taking responsibility means understanding that we are responsible for our own inner peace, and no one can take it away without our consent. By controlling our reactions, we gain the power to transform criticism into opportunities for growth. Instead of feeling sad or hurt, we can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this, or how can I use this criticism to improve? This change in perspective helps us find strength in difficulties, transforming challenges into chances for personal growth. So by taking responsibility for how we interpret the words and actions of others, we can free ourselves from suffering and find true inner freedom. We are the masters of our own emotions, and by choosing to interpret things positively, we pave the way for a life of peace and self-determination. By adopting this perspective, you put yourself in charge of your own life. Imagine yourself as the driver of a car, driving safely along the roads of life. When something comes your way, like an obstacle or a difficult curve, it is your reaction that will determine whether you will overcome it or get lost along the way. Let's delve even deeper into this idea of how Stoic philosophy can help us face life's challenges with serenity and rationality. Imagine that we are sailing on a raging river, where each challenging situation is like a current that threatens to drag us away from our course. When we are faced with these challenging situations, it is as if we are in a fragile boat, being tossed by waves of turbulent emotions. But by adopting Stoic teachings, it is as if we were strengthening the hull of our boat, making it more resistant to the emotional storms we encounter along the way. Instead of allowing our emotions to dominate us, we can choose to hold the helm steady, sailing with determination through the rough waters. Instead of sinking into the abyss of self-pity or uncontrolled anger, we can choose to maintain a calm and rational stance in the face of the challenges we face. It's as if we are taking control of our own emotional narrative, rewriting the script of our lives with every conscious choice we make. When we recognize that we are the architects of our own emotional reality, we gain the power to reshape our interpretation of life's circumstances. Just as a sculptor molds a clay statue with care and precision, we can sculpt our perception of things with clarity and insight. Every thought and feeling we harbor is like a trace of our own emotional artwork, molding it into something beautiful and meaningful. But there is a catch. If you've been trying for a long time to get out of conformity and ignorance and you can't do it in any way, maybe it's for other reasons that you don't know what's causing this. But I know what it is. It's anxiety. Anxiety comes like a silent snake and poisons you without you feeling it. This leaves you infected for days, months, and even years. And if you have that, it would be like living sick. However, there is an antidote from the Stoics, which together with modern psychology can free you from all this. Just as it freed me. I made a video showing how you can get rid of this poison in your life. It's in the first comment. Click on the link in the first comment and cure yourself of this poison of anxiety. So when something happens that upsets you, remember that you can decide how you approach and respond to the situation. If you choose to see things objectively and without letting emotions take over, you free yourself from bad emotions and make room for a calmer life where you make your own decisions. It is by taking responsibility for how we interpret and react to things that we become the true owners of how we feel, navigating life's uncertainties with confidence. Having a clear mind is like having a reliable compass amidst the confusion of life. It shows us the way, helping us move purposefully towards our goals. When we do well what is expected of us in our different roles, we guarantee not only our own well-being, but also that of the people around us. Imagine yourself as a musician in a great orchestra of life, each note you play contributing to the overall harmony. Just like a violinist in tune, you need to be in tune with yourself to play your part masterfully. When your mind is clear, you can read life's score without hesitation, playing each note with precision and grace. Each of us is like an artist, painting the canvas of life with unique colors and brushstrokes. Our roles, whether as children, siblings, professionals, or friends, are the brushstrokes that shape our own work of art. Some of us follow more traditional roles, while others create different paths, shaping our own destinies with courage and creativity. It's important to understand that there is no one way to play each role. Just like a diverse garden, life flourishes with a variety of shapes, colors, and smells. Likewise, each person brings a unique approach to their responsibilities, reflecting their personality, values, and experiences. For example, consider two parents. One may be very loving and devoted, while the other may face internal challenges, taking a more difficult approach to parenting. Both play their roles in different ways, contributing to the diversity and complexity of the human experience. Let's expand on this fascinating idea about the different roles we play in life and how the Stoics invite us to embrace them with excellence and determination. Imagine we are exploring a grand stage where each of us has a unique role to play in this grand theater of existence. Even though our roles are distinct from each other, they all come with their own responsibilities and challenges. It's as if we were part of a big cast, each of us with our own script to follow. The Stoics remind us of the importance of performing our duties with excellence, harnessing the power of our reason and free will to make wise and responsible choices. According to Epictetus, we must recognize that we are playing a role determined by destiny. If this role is brief, then we must embrace it with dignity and integrity. If it is long and complex, we must face it with the same dedication and commitment. It's as if we were in a great show, where each actor is fundamental to the success of the production. If we are asked to play a beggar, we must do so with empathy and compassion, honoring the role entrusted to us. Likewise, if we are given the role of leader or citizen, we must assume it with responsibility and integrity. The important thing is to play the role given to us well, regardless of whether we chose it or not. It's as if we were dancing to the music of life, each movement harmonizing with the rhythm of destiny. By embracing our roles with excellence and dedication, we contribute to the success of the greatest spectacle of existence, leaving our unique mark on the world stage. Some of our roles in life are connected to each other. Even if we do our part, the other person may not act the same way. Stoicism teaches us to maintain mental clarity and focus on what we can control, which are our own actions. If you are a professional, it is your responsibility to act efficiently and correctly. The company you work for must recognize your efforts, pay your salary correctly, and offer a suitable work environment. According to Epictetus, if you fulfill your obligations to others, you will be living in accordance with nature, which is the way to a happy and peaceful life. So focus on doing your part in relationships with others. However, it is possible that you are an excellent employee and the company does not live up to its share. This does not reflect on your character. Seeking professional excellence is not just a matter of fulfilling obligations or seeking external rewards. It is an expression of self-determination and integrity. The Stoics remind us that we only have control over our own actions, and it is in this domain that we find our true power. Therefore, it is crucial to dedicate ourselves to our work, not just hoping for recognition or reward, but because it is the right thing to do. Epictetus warns us against the temptation to compromise our character in response to injustice or lack of recognition. He reminds us that any harm we inflict on others will eventually turn against ourselves. This reflection invites us to maintain calm and mental clarity even when faced with challenges or adversity, thus preserving our moral and emotional integrity. This perspective does not ask us to passively accept adverse or abusive conditions. On the contrary, it encourages us to act with dignity and discernment, seeking constructive solutions to our dilemmas. If we find ourselves in an unfavorable work environment, Stoicism enables us to prepare ourselves financially and professionally to explore new opportunities without compromising our values. Let's delve even deeper into the fundamental principles of Stoicism, unveiling its simplicity and transformative power. Imagine we are sailing on calm waters, exploring ancient teachings that illuminate the path to a fuller, more meaningful life. At the heart of Stoicism lies a simple but profound truth. Always do your best, focus on what is in your control, and keep your mind clear and focused, no matter what challenges come your way. It's as if we are polishing a rare jewel, revealing its true beauty through simplicity and wisdom. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic masters, invites us to reflect on the different roles we play in society. Whether we are public servants, parents, young or old, each role carries unique responsibilities and opportunities for growth. It's as if we are wearing different masks in a play, each one challenging us to act with excellence and integrity. As we contemplate our roles and the actions they suggest, we are led to a deep understanding of our own nature and purpose. Acting with excellence in our roles, even when others fail to do so, is the core of Stoic wisdom that guides us to lives of meaning and fulfillment. It's as if we are writing our own script, turning each scene into an opportunity to express our true essence and contribute to the greater good. Be here and now. An important part of Stoicism is learning to be mindful of the present moment. This allows us to take a step back, look objectively at the situation, and analyze our impressions. This way we can move forward, focusing only on what is useful. In the midst of chaos, it's easy to lose focus on the task at hand and get distracted by everyday things. When we think a lot about the future, full of uncertainty, or get stuck in the past that is already gone, it is common to feel overwhelmed. Stoics see the past and future as something we cannot control, so they consider these things to be indifferent. As Marcus Aurelius says, "The present is all we have." Recognizing that we cannot change the past nor control the future, as the past has already happened, and the future can only be shaped by the actions we take here and now. Therefore, the Stoics advise us to remain focused on the present moment, focusing on what is real and tangible. All the power we have is in this exact moment, and what we can control are our choices. For example, you chose to watch this video now, but are you actually present absorbing this teaching? If so, comment present, and this is a way to reinforce this presence. Reflecting on the past or worrying excessively about the future are choices that shape our thoughts and actions, and these are the only things that are within our control. To develop mental clarity and become truly better, we need to be aware of our actions in the present. All Stoics practice this mindfulness as a daily exercise. When we notice that our thoughts stray from the present moment, we must ask ourselves, here and now, what is the task I must perform? What should I focus on? If we can focus on the present and analyze it in isolation, these challenging moments will become easier to deal with. The more skilled we are at refocusing on the present, the more aware we will be of our actions at all times. Let's delve deeper into these fundamental principles of Marcus Aurelius, exploring how they can guide our personal growth and our search for a fuller life. Imagine we are walking through a peaceful garden where each flower represents an aspect of these ancient teachings, blooming with wisdom and insight. The first element highlighted by Marco Aurelio is the clear judgment of the present situation. It is as if we are holding up a mirror in front of ourselves, objectively reflecting the reality that surrounds us. Instead of allowing our emotions to cloud our vision, we can adopt a stance of objectivity and clarity, allowing ourselves to see things as they really are. The second element is acceptance of external events in the present moment. It's as if we were opening our arms to the universe, welcoming with serenity everything that is beyond our control. Instead of resisting life's inevitable changes, we can embrace them with gratitude and acceptance, recognizing that they are an intrinsic part of the fabric of existence. Finally, the third element is to act for the common good in the present moment. It's as if we are planting seeds of kindness and compassion in every interaction we have with the world around us. By asking ourselves what is the best action we can take right now, we connect with the greater purpose of our existence and become agents of positive change in the world. These fundamental principles from Marcus Aurelius not only help us cultivate mental clarity, but also guide us on our journey of personal growth. It's as if we were following the sun's rays that pass through the trees in the garden, lighting the path to a more meaningful and authentic life. When we look from above, our mind often gets confused when thinking about all things at the same time, be they problems, possibilities, future, past, fears, or anxieties. Marcus Aurelius wisely observes that we can get rid of many useless things among those that trouble us by carrying out a simple Stoic exercise, which is to look at our problems and challenges from a broader perspective. Do this exercise. Imagine yourself outside your body, floating higher and higher. See yourself from above. Observe your house, your city, your country, and at that moment you are so high that everything seems the size of a seed. This exercise helps you recognize yourself as part of a whole and reminds us of the impermanence of things. When we broaden our vision beyond the limitations of the present moment, we are able to see our problems from a new perspective. Marcus Aurelius, with his Stoic wisdom, reminds us of the fleetingness of life and the constant change that permeates it. As we contemplate the vastness of time and the transience of all things, our immediate problems may seem less intimidating in the face of the immensity of the universe. Let's delve deeper into these concepts and explore how they can help us face life's challenges in a more resilient and insightful way. Imagine that we are sailing on a turbulent river, where each wave represents an obstacle that we encounter along the way, but also an opportunity to grow and learn. It's as if we are looking up at the night sky dotted with stars, reminding us of the vastness of the cosmos and the transience of our own problems. Stoicism invites us to cultivate clear thinking that transcends momentary difficulties, allowing us to see beyond the dark clouds that may obscure our horizon. By recognizing the ephemerality of the challenges we face, we are empowered to develop a resilient and adaptable mindset. It's as if we were planting seeds of hope and courage amidst the arid soil of adversity, fueling our capacity for overcoming and transformation. Furthermore, Stoicism invites us to broaden our perspective and see ourselves not just as isolated individuals, but as part of a greater whole. It is as if we were weaving the threads of our own story into the tapestry of the universe, recognizing that our individual problems are diluted in the face of the grandeur of the cosmos. In this broader vision, we are invited to find meaning and purpose not only in our own struggles but also in our contribution to collective well-being. It is as if we are joining our hands in solidarity with all beings who share this vast and complex ecosystem called life. Practicing emotional detachment does not mean suffocating our emotions, but rather understanding that they come and go, just like everything in life. Thinking about impermanence helps us deal with challenges in a calm and balanced way, diverting our attention from the superficial and focusing on what really matters. When we adopt this broader vision, we are able to go through difficult times with serenity and confidence, without letting ourselves be shaken by every problem we face.